Trying to go without these.
Tripping. Falling.
Let's see
Can't
something.
get up.
I don't know if I'm good in there though. One, two. All right.
I think you're good, man. I think you're good. Billions. Billionaire Radio. We thank everybody for tuning in. Billionaire Radio. I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad. Over here is my star, co-host, Lateef Billions, with the infamous Troll Brothers. He's what you call the inappropriate one. We can't forget that.
Inappropriate.
Definitely inappropriate.
All right.
We don't know why, but you are what you are.
Let's get it popping.
You know, if you guys are new to the channel, please like,
comment,
share,
subscribe
to Billionaire Radio. Today's episode, season 2, episode 67, everybody.
Yes, sir.
67, And right now, we are live on Glockaware, so tune in. And we are the infamous Troll Brothers, so we're going to take you guys on the infamous plane ride. That's right. It's going to be a little bit of turbulence, a little bit of rocky, a little bit of roll, right back and forth. But when it lands, it's going to be a smooth landing. It's that show to make you mad.
And it make you laugh.
Make you cry.
And it make you ponder.
And you get upset. You say, what these guys talking about?
Everything.
Yeah, that is us. That is us. Today's show is sponsored by An Outfit for You, family brand by Michael Keenan's. If you want your brand to be successful, make money, my guy Michael, he's the guy. Why do I say that? His company built a lot of these fashion brands you like to wear, such as WESC, Steve Madden, Joseph Abboud, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, Sean John. You guys are watching TV. Understand his company wardrobe styles. 17 of those shows. There's a wardrobe styling for 17 of those shows. Some of those shows, NCIS, Chicago, Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Magnum PI, SWAT, This Is Us, and all those FBI shows. It's not night. You watch your TV, you're not going to see his stuff. He has a network of executives all over entertainment, fashion, retail. They make it happen. Hit him up, Michael at outfitforyou.com. Or just go to the website, outfitforyou.com. On that note, we're going to do what we do. This that show that keeps you entertained. We definitely keep you entertained.
All right, start entertaining.
Start the entertainment, because there's a lot of craziness going on.
Let the games begin.
The craziness. But wait a minute. We got, speaking of games, we got to get a shout out to the track. I don't know if you follow track. Yeah.
They beat the Jamaicans.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. They beat the Jamaicans. I'm glad you're up on it. Yes. Listen, they had a nice, the women's 4x100, they won gold.
Right.
And the women's 4x400, they won gold.
Okay.
So, yes, they beat the Jamaicans in the 4x100. They did their thing. They was moving. They was rolling.
Right.
They had a nice time. I think it was like 47 point. Man, they was rolling. They was rolling. And yes, when I seen that they won, the first thing I said was, they must have had the Jamaican stars on there. I said, Shirley and Fraser Price must not have been running. I said, it must not have been Elaine Thompson Herrick, Fast Lane must not have been running.
Right.
And I was like, Sharika Jackson must not have been running.
Right.
And guess what? I was wrong. They was all running. They beat all them girls.
And the first thing I said to myself when I saw it, I said, okay, he gonna talk about it on the show.
You know it. You know it, baby. They did their thing.
That's the first thing came to my mind. I bet you.
You always bet.
He gonna go. Women track.
Always bet on that. It was Melissa Jefferson, Abby Steiner, Jenny Prandini, and Tranisha Terry. They call her TT Terry. They did their thing.
So I guess it's any given day, huh?
If you really want to analyze the situation, the Jamaicans screwed up, but that still doesn't take away from the Americans.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I felt like they had Sharika Jackson,
And you said they screwed up, but What do you mean? They screwed up in what way? How did they
Whenever
screw
you're dealing with relay, you're dealing with track, it's all about the baton and the passing, which we'll talk about the men in a second. Because
the precision.
The men screwed up. Yeah, that passing is, believe it or not, me handing you the baton is a 1/1000, 2/1000 second.
Right.
That's the race.
Right.
You know, 1/1000, 2/1000.
Right. It comes down to seconds.
Comes down to seconds, split seconds, and that's real important. And you know, the Jamaicans definitely didn't look like they even practiced. I don't know. They looked like they were just so, you know, used to winning that they just felt like they were going to. But America was on point. Yeah, These young girls are the new up and coming stars. They was rolling. They was fast.
Wow.
And they, you know, and the crazy thing was, at the anchor leg, they had Sharika Jackson. You know who Sharika Jackson was? Remember that third place Jamaican who always lost to her mentors, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, Elaine Thompson-Herah? She finally beat him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she finally beat him. She finally came in first place.
Wow.
And so they made her the anchor. So so Sharika Jackson, the young one that's always came in third for the last few years, now she outran Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, and she outran, you know, I think Elaine Thompson is hurt. Or something like that. I don't know. She didn't look like herself, but at the end of the day, Sharika Jackson was the anchor. And even though she was smoking, it wasn't enough. T.T. Terry was enough to keep that lead.
Right.
So she couldn't catch it. She ran out of time. It didn't matter because the race was over and they won.
Right.
And that's what the important part was.
So you're saying if she had just a little bit more track,
the
outcome would have been different?
Oh, should have caught it. Should have caught it. Listen, it's one of those things where they actually fumbled the baton.
Oh, wow.
But they didn't fumble it, though. It was just like the hand up wasn't smooth.
Right.
And by the time they got it, it was like play catch up.
Right.
And she played catch up and closed the gap.
Right.
But it wasn't enough. America did enough to keep the lead and win the race.
It's like trying to hit the hole like a running back.
Right.
Quarterback handed off.
Right.
Them few seconds you tried to gather the ball, that then closed the pocket where you needed that second to get through the pocket.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to make that analogy, it works. So I was just like, so I don't want to say that Jamaica screwed up, but they did with the passing.
Right.
But just know America did what they did to win. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now the 4x400 was something totally different for the women because the Jamaicans, they looked terrible. It wasn't even in the runnings for that one. Right. You know. Yeah. Think I might have been a Great Britain and somebody else, but I didn't really care.
Or they could have been on a minstrel or something like that. You never know.
But what was interesting about that 4x400 was Abby Steiner, the white girl from Kentucky.
I saw her. Yeah, I saw her out there.
She ran 100 and she ran a 400 football relay, smoking. She did her thing. And the football 400, Sarah McLaughlin, she held it. She was the 400-meter champion.
Right.
They put her on the anchor. 400. Man, it was a wrap. She ran a 47 by herself.
Oh man, that's what's up.
It was a wrap. So the women are amazing right now for USA. We're looking real good. This new team.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, the men, they did bad during the 100.
Oh, okay.
4x100. They ended up getting the silver. They ended up getting the silver.
And they usually had some blazers.
They had blazers. They messed up on the baton, on the hand. That second.
Oh, they fumbling too. Huh?
Listen, they got the Canadian got the guy Andre Degrassi.
Right.
He smoked all day. They had him at the anchor.
Right.
Listen.
I don't even like the Canadians.
That whole catch-up thing? Yeah. He definitely caught up. But that was because it was a bad handoff with the baton. So America, the men's could have won that one. But the men did win the 4x400 for the gold. Okay. So that was so I had to shout them out for that. So we looking good in track. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Finally, the women beat the Jamaicans. I think that's exciting because we haven't beat them in the 100 4x1. I don't know how many.
That's what's up. I see you really into that.
And these new girls are smart and they quick. That's all. They're young. Okay. So it's a sign of things yet to come.
Up and coming.
Sign of things yet to come. They rolling. You know what I mean? So something crazy, right? It's always something crazy. I always got crazy stuff, right? It's always something crazy. But so in good old Des Moines, Iowa, we're like, what is up there, right? Des Moines, Iowa, right? So on the weather, right? You know how you got the weather? It's going on. They're announcing, hey, this is the weather, whatever. You know. So somebody put up, this is your weather, my ends. My NIDS. GGERS. Yeah.
This is
when it's saying this is the, you say this is the day's weather.
right.
It said this is the weather my ends. But it wasn't an A at the end. It was an ERS. Now you know.
All right. Okay.
You know that was probably was an accident, but somebody fumbled. Somebody being smart to put somebody out there because it got a little messy. Supposedly it wasn't supposed to go to the public. They was playing around,
right? And
somebody actually put it out there to show that they was playing around, and they aired it live. So somebody's about to get fired.
I'm trying to figure out what was the meaning of that. I'm just trying to figure what was they trying. What was the purpose?
I think that was I don't even. but to put that, somebody must not like you. If I did that playing around with you,
right,
and I put that out,
right,
I don't like you. So because you definitely getting fired.
It said the weather. What did it say again?
This is the weather, my ninjas.
Oh my God! Okay.
So pretty much that's what it said on the local news.
Woo! I was like lost for a minute. Ninjas. Yeah. This is the weather. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! My ninjas.
So I'm like, so not only I guess it shows racism or something at the station playing around.
Right.
But regardless, they put that out.
They done.
They put that out to the public.
They done.
Yeah. Somebody's definitely getting fired.
I mean, they was better off with Nigets or something, but they put that whole thing out there, huh?
Listen, it went viral. Somebody captured it and went viral.
Oh my goodness!
And when the news station got a hold of it, they hit the news station. They did the apology. They did the investigation.
I don't know if you can apologize. It's done.
It said it wasn't supposed to go out to the news.
I can't imagine having my morning coffee
and you watch it.
This is the weather, ma. Did they just say that?
In Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, this is the weather, my nigga.
They didn't think nobody was going to say it.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I felt like I should share that. When I seen that, that was the most craziest thing I've seen.
I know a lot of mouths just dropped. Like, they probably was like, what?
Fire the whole team.
They got to get rid of the station.
Fire the whole team. The whole team got to go.
They got to start over. They got to rebuild.
It's called the Local 8s. That station, they call it the Local 8s out there. That's what.
Well, they better call it the Local Gates, because that's what's about to be opening. The gates.
It's out of here.
The gates is about to be opening.
It's a mess.
Wow, man. That's wild, bro.
Yeah. So they try to figure that out, and it's like, okay.
Make sure y'all get this clip, man.
Yeah, but this guy's crazy. But you know what's interesting? So I don't know if everybody know Tupac's stepdad. You know, he was I guess he's sick, terminally ill. He has 6 months left to live.
Okay.
They gave him, so they're trying to get him out of jail. They're trying to write to get him out.
Okay.
You know, his name
so he don't have to die in there?
Yeah, his name is Dr. Matula Shakur. He's 71 years old.
Oh, so he was an activist? His name sound like an activist.
Yeah, he was an activist.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, he was an activist.
So he was unlawfully put in prison. So they might as well just let him out anyway.
You know what? I was thinking like you was thinking.
Yeah.
But you know, before I started thinking that, I said, let me figure out what happened. Before I just start thinking that.
He was unlawfully. It was unlawful. I know. Activists fighting for his right.
He was part of the Black Liberation Army, you know, for that was right before they started the Black Panther movement.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And like I said, he's the godfather of Tupac Shakur. I'm gonna step. He's the godfather of Tupac Shakur.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
And you know, well, you know, stepfather. They call it stepfather. So that means he stepped in. Right?
Right.
So, but guess why he's in jail though? So now, because what they're trying to do is get him out before he dies.
Right.
Because he has a disease.
Okay.
Terminal disease, and they trying to write a letter saying he has 6 months left. His health is declining. He's been there for a while.
Okay.
So I said, all right, what did he do? Right?
Yeah, what's the tapes?
What did he do?
Give us the tapes.
So he was convicted of an involvement in plots to commit robberies totaling $2.5 million, in which an armored car security guard and 2 policemen were murdered.
Dead presidents?
Man, he spent 36 years in federal prison.
That sounds like a movie.
Yeah.
Sound like Dead President.
Yeah. So they're writing letters to try to get him out.
I don't know if I can fight for him now.
Yeah, see? That's what I said. I said the same thing.
He was an activist. He was a bank robber. Oh, my goodness.
I said the same thing.
Anybody get hurt in that robbery? Say it again, man. You know I'm listening slow.
You dismissed that. Everybody heard me say.
I'm picking up as it goes.
Everybody heard me say. Everybody heard me say. Everybody heard me say.
Not everybody, but go ahead.
Armored car.
Okay.
Secured guards.
Mm-hmm.
2 policemen were murdered.
Dang. Yeah, he ain't getting out.
You gotta say that part again?
I don't care how much petitions. I don't care how much paperwork. Y'all can stack him from here to the top of the Empire State Building. He ain't getting out.
So they're trying to get him emergency release. So he has 3 months left. He has a medical condition, which is, terminally ill.
Bro, ain't nothing popping.
He suffers from an incurable case of multiple myeloma. It's myeloma. Y'all look it up. That's what it is.
Yeah, he ain't nothing getting him out of there.
Yeah, and he also has. It said it's a form of bone marrow cancer also. So
yeah,
they trying to get him out.
No, it ain't gonna happen. He'll spend his last days behind them bars.
Yes, I wanted your opinion. That's what I was like. I wonder what you felt about that.
Until you started murdering armed guards and all that.
So even his last 3 months, you don't think they're gonna get him out, right? He trying to write a letter.
No.
The first one was denied.
Don't even waste the ink.
The first one was denied.
And the next one's going to be denied.
So he got 3 months left to die. So he said 6 months left, and he got 3 months left.
And the next one is going to be denied. He's dying in there.
He's dying in there.
Yeah, he's going to die in prison.
Right. Okay. So you finally agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
So, but one situation that's different is the Central Park 5. Remember that case? Mm-hmm. Did you know there was a 6th person involved in that?
What?
Exactly. Central Park 5.
Right.
There was a 6th person.
Well, where this come about?
Because I'm like, it's 5, but how we get 6?
Yeah, how that come about?
The only reason why we're talking about the 6th is because he's pretty much going to be exonerated finally. He's going to be exonerated.
How'd he miss him, though?
I have no clue. I feel like...
Man, how did he go under the radar?
I don't know.
How you let all 5 out, but didn't let the other guy out?
He 30 years. He pleaded 30 years. He did 30 years. He pleaded guilty, to a lesser crime, of course.
Right.
So, of course, when they let everybody out.
Right.
So he's the 6th one.
Oh, okay.
His situation was a little different. This is 85. There was a Central Park. Mm-hmm. The Manhattan District Attorney Office. They made an announcement. It was a whole big announcement about this.
More power to him.
The guy was Stephen Lopez. He was sentenced to 1.5 to 4 years in state prison. That's how that went. And the man served over 3 years of the sentence, and he didn't appeal the conviction.
Okay.
He was 14 years old though when he went in. That's what's crazy. with the other guys, it was Kevin Richardson. It was Anton McCrae, Raymond Santera,
right,
Corey Wise, Yusuf Salam. These are all those people for that movie.
The lawsuit involved. They're getting money, right?
Remember that they got $41 million.
Oh, okay,
in 2014.
But who got $41 million? All 6 of them, or just 5 of them?
I just heard about the 5. Central Park 5. My man got a little left out.
No, he gotta get his.
He had to, because his was a little. He had to avoid a rape conviction, so he took a different charge. Right. They was the one that got him saying that remember.
But even though he getting these charges, he ain't do it. He just did it to get the lesser charge.
We all know.
Even though he didn't do it. He's like, look, they gonna bang me anyway, so I might as well take the lesser charge.
We all know.
Wow. Well, he'd get the $10 million, head to Brazil, Dominican Republic, get him a little hut on the beach and a fishing boat, and rock out. Buy some girls.
Well, he's already out, man.
All right, well, he should be on the beach.
They get exonerated, man. They're going to clear his record.
Yeah, get $10 million, right?
I don't know what they're going to give him.
Get $10 million, man. Head to Brazil, bro.
But I didn't know it was 6. Maybe I got to watch the movie again. I don't know. I didn't. Did you watch the movie?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't make it through either. I'm lying. I watched the first one, though. It was too many parts. It was a little slow, but I'm going to go back and watch it.
Yeah, man. He should just try to enjoy life to the fullest now. I mean, just rock out.
I'm going to go back and watch it.
Till the wheels fall off.
But, so, something funny to me happened in New York, right? I say it's funny because sometimes, like I say, you do dumb things.
Right.
But some things not that bad. 16-year-old kid in New York, right? He get caught trying to, jump the turnstile, like on a train.
Yeah.
So, when you get caught, just, all right, you got me.
Right.
You know what this guy does?
What?
He rumbles the cop.
Oh, you said 16-year-old.
16-year-old.
I thought you said 62-year-old.
No, 16-year-old. 60. You would like to be 62.
So you mean him?
He's 16 years old. Him and his girlfriend.
Rumbling the police.
They try to jump the turnstile. They get caught. Cops grip him up.
Right.
He starts punching the cop.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was a nice rumble, too. He took the cop to the ground.
Yeah, but his face was busted, though.
Yeah, he was bleeding. He was leaking. He was leaking.
But it's all over.
The female was rumbling the female officer.
But all over the turnstile, though?
No, all that just show you what we dealing with today. This the youth we dealing with.
I can see. You never even do that. It's not even big. I don't even know.
Lucky they ain't had no weapons.
You don't even go to jail for that. You might get a fine. You might still let you go. Who knows?
Man, you used to get shot for what they was doing.
They was rumbling.
I know.
They couldn't shoot him. There was too many cameras.
And they took him to the ground, took the cop to the ground.
And it was black cops, too.
Yep. And then the other officer came. I don't know what he was doing. He was patting people.
He was a little, he was a guard.
He was patting people. Well, come on, man. Stop. Oh, hold up. Wait. He didn't get in on that. He left that alone. He was like, that boy a monster.
So I'm just like, if you get caught doing something, just so what?
Right.
You got caught trying to jump the train. But I'm thinking, you know what I was thinking though? You know what my mind goes?
What?
Him and his girlfriend was going to get it on.
Down in the train station?
No. They was on their way to the crib. He had they was walking. He had no bread. He could jump the turnstile, take it.
He blew that.
You know what I mean? He said, listen, he's 16, parents not home.
He was horny, huh?
Parents not home. We're like, look, we got a small little window before they get back to the crib. I need her to get to my crib.
He was rumbling for that twat, boy. He was rumbling for that twat.
That's all I can think of.
I know y'all not to break this up.
That's all
I know y'all not about to stop this from happening, but guess what?
That's all I could think about. I was like, well, dang. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
What could have make him want to fight the cop over that? And I said, yeah, he's about to, you know what I mean?
I don't even know what the charge is for that.
I
don't know. He might get probation.
But he was definitely going to get some cookie over there. That was a cookie rumble.
Yeah, but he got some time now. About to get some time.
He ain't getting no time.
I don't know.
He ain't getting no
That's
time.
An assault.
He's 16. What are you going to go? Juvenile?
That's assault.
He'll go to juvenile. What are you going to do? He can't go to adult prison.
I don't know.
He's 16. So I said it doesn't make any sense.
The law is crazy. And they in New York. The New York law is really... So I don't know.
Oh, it's a lot going on in New York. New York is like the radar today.
$6,000 for an apartment in New York. $6,000.
That's not all apartments, but yeah, it's something like that.
Tripping.
It's something like that.
And you got to pay for parking. So that's $7,800.
That's only that location. It's not. You think of New York City. It's New York broken down to boroughs.
I understand that.
So
but
you're talking about New York City.
Yeah, but the boroughs, you get a little room like this for $1,500.
But you get parking though. You got parking on the street.
Oh, I got a room. $1,500. I got parking though.
There you go. You got parking.
Kitchen over there. Bedroom over there.
Right.
Let me take y'all on a tour.
You got Brooklyn. You got Bronx. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got parking. You got Queens. You can park.
This is my full bath.
Yeah.
This is my island kitchen.
Yeah.
That's the living room, and that's the game room.
And I can park. So they got. So they got parking.
Oh, okay.
They got parking. Dang. But before I gotta touch on one. Before I get on, I'm about to get on right. Right. I'm about to talk about what's going viral right now.
Yeah, what's that?
But before that. Did you see the 7-year-old Moscow kid playing a robot in chess?
No, I didn't see that.
He's playing a robot in chess. Mm-hmm. I guess the robot knows that. I guess he didn't move fast enough.
Right.
The robot grabbed his finger and broke it.
Oh my goodness! You serious?
I'm serious.
The robot got mad at him.
I can't say if he got mad. Maybe he moved his finger.
What do you mean he broke his finger?
That's what I said.
And that little boy rich now.
I watched the video. I don't know if he's rich. That happened in Moscow. It didn't happen in the United States.
My goodness.
It's communism. I don't know how that works.
Oh, yeah.
But the point that he's 7 years old and he's playing, it's a tournament, like a championship.
Right.
Championship tournament over there.
The robot reached over the chessboard, grabbed his finger, and broke it.
Well, maybe it squeezed it. I don't know what he did.
Oh, all right, but the squeeze broke a finger. That's how hard his finger.
Yeah,
bro.
It broke a finger.
That's a malfunction. We all know that's a malfunction.
Yeah, it was
bro.
It's a big malfunction.
Yeah, maybe that's a malfunction.
Maybe slow down some of these little intelligence, this AI stuff, artificial intelligence.
Oh, they too far ahead with that stuff, man.
Yeah, but the whole thing is 7-year-old playing chess.
Yeah, I like that.
That's impressive.
That's
right?
intellectual.
It's Moscow, right?
Right.
Nobody's talking about Moscow right now because nobody wants to talk about what's going on in Russia.
With Russia, right? I understand.
But the thing is, he's playing with chess. He moved the piece, and whatever he did, the robot grabbed his finger
and broke it.
And they had to come grab him and the robot. They had to put his finger end up being in the cash.
He was cheating. Young boy was cheating. The robot wasn't having it.
I was just like,
young boy was cheating, and that robot wasn't having it.
And there was a whole chess champion though. That's got a whole chess championship going on.
7 years old. Okay.
It was the Moscow Chess Open.
Chess is a hell of a game, bro.
And that robot knew it. The robot was like, hold on, wait a minute. You can't make that move.
Broke his hand. No, it ain't going down
broke his finger.
It ain't going down like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, so back on New York.
Uh-huh.
So we all seen this bishop gets robbed at his church.
$1 million worth of jewelry.
We all seen this, right?
Him and his wife.
Now y'all know. So I was like, all right. So I seen the video.
Right.
The guy named is Bishop Lamar Whitehead.
Right.
He's from Brooklyn.
Right.
A little bit of backstory on him. He did 5 years in jail. For those that don't know. I want to say it was a identity fraud.
Right.
Pretty much. And I guess he changed his life. And he also was, one of the ones that tied into the rappers.
Right.
He had the rappers were part of his church.
Right.
And, like even the one Casanova.
Right.
I don't want to name the other guy. But, the snitch rat guy.
No.
He started with him.
Nah, not the 6 bull.
Yeah, he started with him at the church. Yeah.
Oh, well, then it's all crooked then.
Yeah.
It's all crooked. It's all crooked.
Yeah.
It's all crooked.
So I'm watching it, right? He's doing interviews. He's mad.
Right.
Said the gun was to my family.
Right.
And things like that.
Right.
And I watched the video.
Right.
And I know you watched the video too.
And I was listening to him talk.
I watched the video. So before I even dive in on this for everybody, we're going to get Lateef's version.
Man, look.
Break down what happened.
When I first saw it, I was like, okay, got robbed for jewels and all that. But then when he did the interview, that just, I felt like that was just too much, man. Because I was looking at him like, he talking like, oh, they know who I am and they know how I get down. And I'm saying, hold up. This is supposed to be a servant of God, right? And you sitting up in church like it's a rap video. You know what I'm saying? You got all this jewels and diamonds on, and there's people in your congregation probably can't even pay rent or their electricity bill.
Right.
And you sitting up here flaunting, you and your wife, like I said, like she.
And daughter was in there.
Yeah, and y'all trying to live like, the rich and famous, and that's not what that word's supposed to be about.
Right.
You understand? I'm Muslim, but I understand everybody trying to preach any spiritual word to get to people in their hearts.
Right.
And, let them learn and grow about God, and you just flaunting your wealth in front of these people, right? So I didn't feel sorry for him.
You didn't feel sorry for him?
I didn't feel sorry for him at all. And all that, I told the congregation to leave. Personally, to me, it sounded like an insurance scam because He's a hustler.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Top notch hustler.
Right.
So 4 armed gunmen come in and you just tell three, and you just tell the whole congregation leave.
Right.
Leave. It's like a skit. It's like a skit. It's like
he didn't tell the congregation leave.
That's what he said out his own mouth.
No, he can't leave. No,
That's what he said. Those was his words coming out his mouth.
No, what happened? First of all, my whole point was, and you kind of on point where I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it was staged. I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
It's one or two things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely look an insurance scam because I don't know what pastor or bishop goes to church with $1 million worth of jewelry just because they have it.
Yes.
Rolex watches, things like that.
Yes.
And at the same time, now I gotta tap into my criminal mind.
Okay.
We all got one, right? I'm coming to church. I'm robbing everybody. I'm not just coming into the. First of all, I don't know what the pastor got on. I'm coming to the pews. I'm coming to the benches. My man gonna bend the door, and we gonna walk this thing down. That's how that really
contribution. Pass the plate around.
Yeah.
Contribution.
Right.
Row by row. Row by row.
They go.
But you just told on them, boy.
They just go straight to. Of course I did.
You just told on them.
This is what we do at Billionnear Radio.
Why y'all didn't go after the entire congregation? Why did y'all just go after the jewel?
That was the whole. And anybody that was my point right there. Not that I want to see anybody get robbed because I don't wish that on anybody.
Right.
But I'm just telling you how real life works.
And how did you know on that day he was in there, him and his wife, with $1 million worth of jewelry on?
Well, I mean, they could probably watch him all the time, but at the end of the day, it's like, for him to do that, how he did it.
Right.
I'm like, really? I was like, what movie did I watch when that happened? That was too organized and too neat.
Yeah, because I know it's insured. I know them jewels is insured.
But he came right in the door. But then I took another step further.
Right.
He was in the streets.
Right.
He went to jail.
Right.
So who knows what his ties and relationships are. Right.
Right.
So now, I don't know what he's done to. I don't know what he owes.
Right.
But he must have got that, listen, we're going to come in there if you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
You got one of them calls.
Right.
And it's like, it was personal because they went straight to him, not nobody else.
Right.
That's the other option.
Right.
So like he might not know directly who the people was,
right,
but he knew what that was about. He knew he knows people know what they into. Right. A lot of times you into stuff your family don't know what you're into.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Poor wife don't know. Third don't know. You have no clue what you into.
Right.
But whatever it's into, it came to his church.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Definitely. So that's the other two options. So
right.
Either it was staged, organized, or it was something that he knew was going to happen, but he didn't know when it was going to happen.
Right. Because
they didn't want nobody. One thing I love about gangsters, though, I don't care if you take it to the mafia, to Capones, to whoever.
Right.
They don't never involve in innocent bystanders. Real gangsters, they don't. Now the street dudes, the knuckleheads, don't know what they're doing. They get innocent bystanders.
Right.
The mafia, street dudes, the organized, they coming for you.
Right. Exactly.
They came to the congregation, ignored everybody in that joint.
Right. Right.
That's nowhere that happens in real life.
No, because like I said, that was the point. I mean, like
they made their point.
Yeah, that was the point.
To come at him.
Right. But like I said, he said, these are words in his mouth. I told the congregation to get out. That was his words. And
yeah,
it was. He said, I wanted to take it on my own. And he said, I want to say this to you. It's cameras. We know what kind of car you driving. We know that you had on. He even said he went out and pursued them.
See, but this the backfire going to backfire on him. You know what's going to backfire on him? Mm-hmm. He didn't know it was going to go viral like this. So now we're going to talk about this pressing charges part. Are you going to press charges or not? And you know what kind of car is driving.
Right.
Okay, it's going to come back to who drove the car. That's always going to come out.
Right. Exactly.
So this whole story going to come out. But I just feel like we're in the time where everybody wants this attention.
Yeah, I mean, like, it all got 1,000 red flags, man.
A zillion.
Man, come on, man.
I'm not a fan of this.
I don't know no...
stick-up boys. Just say it. Just be you. Be you.
I know.
You don't know no stick-up boys that's going to go in here and just go for one person and not get nobody else.
What I'm trying to say is he's doing more than just... the church is a front, for one. And... The jewels and stuff as far as involved, in my opinion, was staged for the insurance
he bought
money.
it for that day.
But I don't know no pastor making millions and millions of dollars.
Well, you may not know, but there's some that do it. You might not know.
I don't know. I don't know no congregation like that.
I said you probably not know, but there's some that.
Where they at? Name one.
Name one?
Yeah.
T.D. Jakes. What you talking about?
T.D. Jakes?
Yeah.
Kirk Franklin?
I said T.D. Jakes. You said Kirk Franklin.
I'm just saying he ain't that type though, is he? Is he on that level of a Kirk Franklin or T.D. Jakes? I'm
not saying what level. What do you mean by Kirk level of?
I'm talking about he in the music. Kirk, he makes millions of dollars off.
You said you don't know
gospel music.
You don't know any bishop.
I just don't know anybody that's a pastor that's just preaching
I said T.D. Jakes
and making millions of dollars.
I said Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Okay, where's this? Where is this?
We can't have this conversation.
Where is his establishment?
We can't have this conversation. If you don't know who that is, we are not talking about
this. Where is his establishment?
Listen,
I've never even heard of the boy.
I know. Respectfully, I get it. I get it. That's not your way.
Respectfully.
Yeah, that's not your way. We're not going to do religion on the show.
We're going to just put TJ.
Yeah, you don't know. Hey, he's the top of the pyramid. If you don't know that, that's not even, we're not even having that conversation.
I'll Google him later on, though.
Yeah, you always do that.
I like to do that.
You always do that. But if you don't know who he is, that just, we ain't got.
Yeah. That's the first time I even heard the name come through my virgin ears.
That's fine. That just go like I said, I'm not gonna do religion.
Okay.
But that just shows that that's not where you are.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Not on that. No.
Right. So for you not to know that,
right?
I think the whole show looking at you like, what does he be? Because everybody knows who he is.
No, they don't. You always say stuff like that.
Listen, I guarantee you. No, I can't do this.
Yeah, because everybody don't know that whatever you just said. Everybody don't know who that cat is, bro.
T.D. Jakes.
Nobody knows him. Who? Just you. You.
Why do I do this with you?
Because you're a geek.
Why do I do this with you, man?
No, you always say that. Everybody know I'm just gonna prove a point. You said everybody knows. I don't. So everybody don't know.
But you don't know a lot, though. I'm used to this. This is like every day with us. I say something, and they can smack you in the face. You be like, I don't know what that was.
You know what I mean? I don't know everything, but I'm learning. I absorb information like a sponge. So, keep teaching.
I'm not teaching. Everybody knows who T.D. Jakes is, man. T.D. Jakes is major in the major scale. I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
But what's interesting, Lil Wayne, right? We talk about Lil Wayne. People talk about Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
He explains why he feels about the police officers and things. Well, the guy that saved his life when he was 12 years old just passed away.
It was a police officer that did
Officer
that?
Bob.
Officer Bob.
Yeah.
Saved Lil Wayne's life?
Right, at 12 years old.
Wow.
You never heard that story?
No, I didn't.
See that? Stuff you don't be knowing.
I told you, don't know that? I don't know everything.
So the guy name is Robert Hubler, right?
Robert Hubler.
Right, and Lil Wayne calls him Officer Bob.
Officer Bob.
Right, and what happened was when Lil Wayne was younger, he shot himself in the chest.
By accident?
No.
He was trying to commit suicide?
He tried to kill himself.
Dang, at 12?
At 12. This is very old. I want you to know that. The story is old.
Okay.
But if you're a Lil Wayne fan, which you may not be.
I'm not.
So it's fine.
No, lyrically, okay, I like him, but I'm not one of them followers. Like, I'm not a crazy follower of anybody.
Lil Wayne shot himself in the chest at 12 years old. And they actually came in the house, right? And they were looking for, of course, dope, or drugs and things. And that one police officer seen him on the floor, and he picked him up and took him to the hospital. Okay. And the other police officers, he says those three were black.
Right.
They were telling us something. We got the guns. We found the weed. We found this. We found that.
Right.
And the white police officer said he didn't have time for the ambulance. He said he just took him to he had someone else drive his car and took Lil Wayne to the hospital. Which to this day Lil Wayne always pays homage to him. And so he just passed away. Rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
So the other officers is worried about the grab in the bag, more than the life.
Right.
And Bob was worried more about the life than the grab in the bag.
Right.
And I guess Lil Wayne.
Right. And this was 27 years ago, and just Like I said, you know, we know Lil Wayne's from New Orleans and everything. So, but what happened is the guy ended up having like issue with diabetes and a car accident.
Okay.
So legs got amputated. Yeah, and then from there, he started going downhill. So,
yeah, what type of diabetes he had? Were they amputating your legs?
That's what diabetes do if you don't take care of yourself. I have, you know, see, I'm not going to do this again.
That's vicious.
I'm not going to do this. If you say stuff like that, I'd be like, listen.
No, man, you gotta understand. I understand.
But you said what kind of diabetes?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure
what kind of diabetes? A lot of diabetes.
It's vicious, man. You don't think that's vicious?
A lot of diabetes, man. A lot of diabetes, man.
He said, what type of diabetes? Well, there are different types. So I don't know why we laughing at that.
You're laughing. I don't find that funny. That's you.
There's different types of diabetes.
You're like, what kind of diabetes?
They got stages. He got stages.
He got his legs chopped off. I'm like, what is that? People get amputations every day.
Stage 8?
Listen, there's somebody getting amputations every day because of diabetes. Fingers, toes, consistently.
Right.
Because what happened is when that blood flows, that stops, the gangrene starts in that body part, they got to chop it off so it doesn't spread.
That's vicious.
Remember, diabetes, you have a hard time, your blood doesn't really clot. Yeah, so that's a whole history on diabetes. I'm not doing it, though. But,
I mean,
the whole point was that Lil Wayne was paying tribute to the police officers, and he was saying that his life, how he look at police officers, are different. Because people were saying how he doesn't speak on the George Floyd thing, and why he didn't want to speak on it. And he says he don't have all bad incidents with police officers because the one white cop saved his life.
Yeah, but that don't have anything to do with the George Floyd situation.
No, he was saying why he don't speak on police officers in general.
Oh, okay.
He says he had incidents.
He could have spoke on those police officers.
He said he had incidents with the police before, but no matter what, in the back of his mind, he goes back to the one police that saved him.
That's beautiful and wonderful, but he still could have spoke about those police officers.
But he was explaining why he didn't do it.
Right, okay. I don't know if that's much of an excuse, but okay.
You ain't gotta have no excuse to not speak. Just you ain't want to speak.
Hey, but he should have spoke up on that, being a major figure. But anyway,
he didn't want to speak.
Okay.
If he didn't want to, he didn't have to speak.
Okay.
You know,
to each his own.
But you know, but crazy. We have a former U.S. soccer player, right? This 40-year-old Hope Solo. She was a soccer goalie for the U.S. team, right?
Okay.
When they was winning gold and they was winning her thing. Hope Solo.
Yeah, I know Hope.
Yeah. How you know her, man?
Don't make me laugh like that, bro. Don't make me
laugh like you know some people. Yeah, man. How you know her, man? You know what I mean? You hung out with her. You know what I mean? You had drinks. What, man? What you talking about?
That brought a tear to my eye, man.
I'm sure it did. I said, yeah, I know Hope. I mean, Hope the way back.
Oh, man, I was fainting on that laugh, bro.
So the crazy thing, and why I think this story is crazy, you know, she, oh, wait a minute. Before I go there. Well, yeah, I'm already on it. So Hope Solo, she had to plead guilty for her DUI, pretty much. I said California. I think it was North Carolina. Story got mixed. I have a California story that's messed up. Where I was going was there was something happening in California soccer. I'm gonna hit that in a minute. But since I talked about Hope Solo, you know, I could do what I want. I can go backwards, right?
Yeah.
So let me go backwards. So real crazy, since we talking about people dying,
right?
A soccer player, 29-year-old in California, just died. Right, 29 years old playing soccer. The refs got into it.
Right.
Because of a bad call, the players got into it. The ref made a bad call that they didn't agree with. Right. So they beat the player up.
Timeout.
Yeah, soccer's a vicious sport, man.
Hold up.
Yeah.
And this was televised, or this was just a?
No, it was
a route game.
Yeah, it was televised, organized game. It was a league. It was a
so
game.
They beat this man up on TV in front of everybody.
They beat him up. First, the one guy beat him up. Then everybody else just started dumping on him. Yeah.
From the opposite team?
So he went to the hospital. He was in the hospital for 15 days.
So why his team ain't help him? Why they ain't rumble with him?
I don't even know what happened. It might have. I don't know what happened. Why they didn't? If they did.
So it could have been like a big brawl, but he got the worst of it.
No, they beat him up. They beat him up.
The other team beat him up.
No, the fans.
Oh my goodness, bro.
The fans, not the team. The fans beat them up. Yeah, that part. Yeah.
So explain to me again why the fans beat him up over a bad call.
Right.
Was it a referee or a player?
The referee made a call that the fans didn't agree with.
And they beat the referee up?
No, they beat the soccer player up.
Why they beat the referee up? Why they beat the soccer
player up for whatever call, whatever he did, they didn't agree with.
Right.
So he got into and they beat him up.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's I think
they
killed
him. Oh man,
it killed him. He died 15 days later in the hospital.
Any arrests?
Of course, they arrested the original guy that did it because this happened July 10th.
Okay.
You know, it was multiple people that did it, of course. The guy that did it was 46 years old.
And he was that upset over a soccer game.
He
ran down onto the field, and beat the
I don't know what kind of money that he had on the game. But rest in peace to the soccer player, man. I thought that was crazy. This happened in California.
I'm trying to figure out why nobody came to his rescue, but okay.
Yeah, it was
there's a lot of people out there. That's a lot of people out there.
Well, I mean,
to allow that to happen.
Well, it was a fight.
Mm-hmm.
They fought him. Well, no, the fans was against the whole. It might have been the visiting team. Who knows? But they all beat him up. I think that was sad.
Yeah, because there's a lot of players on the soccer team, and nobody came to his rescue.
Yeah,
that is.
And this is downtown. Wow. This is downtown Los Angeles.
Wow. Wow. That had to be a gang member.
I don't know.
Dang, man, that's not cool.
Yeah, but so my whole point was
die like that, bro.
I feel like soccer players are the most vicious people. Soccer fans, like they don't score that much.
You too into it. You know what I mean? That's too much. You too into whatever that is supposed to be.
But now you beat somebody up and it goes from assault charge to now you're getting a murder charge because the guy died 15 days later.
Wow. I hope they catch everybody involved.
They just got him right now. He's the main one, I guess.
Well, he deserved everything he about to get.
But we don't,
Yeah. But that's corny, man.
But that's how they be on soccer, though.
Over a game.
This happens all the time in soccer. People get mad at me fighting. Like, soccer's dangerous. They said, like, because, you don't really score that much. But they take it serious over there. Like,
I know they do. Yeah. I know they do. World Cup, I know they do.
If you blow the game.
I know. You're talking about 300,000 fans at these games.
Yeah.
Shit, them joints be packed.
Yeah.
Man. Them balls be packed.
Right.
That's a ritual for them. Soccer, well, they call it football. Let's not even disrespect their game. They call it football. And
no, they call it football. You gotta say football.
And they real sacred.
You gotta say it right. It's football. It's F-U-T, football.
No, I'm telling you, it's football.
No, it's football.
I don't know what a foot is, but I know what a foot is.
That's how it's pronounced. It's football.
Sound more like football.
F-U-T, it's football.
Football? Don't want to watch that game.
All right, so back to your girl, Hope Solo, right?
Right.
Remember you said Hope.
Yeah, Hope.
Right?
Yeah.
How that joke go? You had her one? I mean, I ain't gonna
we ain't going there.
We ain't going there.
She wasn't in the ant cave, bro.
Yeah. So she plead guilty to DWI.
Right.
And the crazy thing about it was, the worst part about this, I thought it was,
right.
She was in a Walmart parking lot, passed out drunk.
Walmart parking lot.
Passed out drunk.
Yeah, that sounds.
Now, mind you, she's a U.S. champion, soccer, goalie, award, all that.
Right.
She probably go to Hall of Fame.
Right. But she likes to party.
She been having issues with life going on.
Oh.
But I didn't tell you the worst part yet.
Oh, okay.
I didn't tell you the worst part yet.
All right. What's the worst part?
Her 2 children were in the car while she was passed out in the car.
Oh, man.
So how do you get, so that's why I had to bring this up. How do you get so drunk that you pass out and you're responsible for your 2 children in the car?
She got some issues.
That's what she tried to say.
Yeah, she got some serious issues. I mean, she needs help. You know what I mean? So somebody should reach out and try to contact a family member or anything. Talk to her.
She got a 24-month suspended sentence.
Yeah, because
she got to pay fines and fees.
She's a mother, so anytime it reached that point, she got a lot going on in her head.
She already did a 30-day patient rehabilitation program, so
she need to take a time out.
with life, but she can't because, like I said, you're in Walmart parking lot drunk. Why are you driving drunk? Let's start with that. Right. You're driving drunk with kids in the car. That's scary.
Yeah, it's very scary.
And you are a national champion, world champion, Olympic champion.
Hopefully this will wake her up.
What you mean wake her up? She need to go to therapy, like you said.
Yeah. And she could lose endorsements for that. Goodness gracious.
I think her endorsements are over. She's 40 years old. She don't play no more.
Damn.
I think she had her run. Have you even seen her or anything? Right. That could be her depression. Not in the spotlight no more. You know how it goes.
Yeah, but they still get endorsements after that, though.
But you don't know who T.D. Jakes is?
No, I do not.
Okay, but you think she gets endorsements?
She can. What you think? Tom Brady ain't gonna get endorsements when he's not playing football anymore?
He didn't do what she did. She ain't do it.
You think Charles Barkley ain't getting endorsements? Shaquille O'Neal ain't getting endorsements?
Charles Barkley didn't get a ring.
Endorsements. They all get endorsements.
Charles Barkley didn't get a ring. Let's call it what it is. Yo, he didn't call it what it is.
It all depends on how big of a star you was when you was in the game. Endorsements don't stop.
I got some awful stuff to talk about, man.
Okay.
So this is not really the bad one.
Okay.
But in Taco Bell, right?
Yeah.
Good old Taco Bell. No, I swear, man.
Not good old Taco Bell, bro.
Ah, man. Good old Taco Bell, right?
Right for the border. Let's hear it.
So is employee in trouble for throwing boiling hot water on the customers in Taco Bell? Yeah.
So the employee,
right, who
boils water.
Boiling water.
Right.
She throws on the customers.
Oh my goodness.
So you watch the video, you're like, what happened?
Right.
So it's these two black women.
Mm-hmm.
They got the order wrong.
Right.
It's like $31 order, right?
Right.
And the drive-through.
Right.
So they circle it back around drive-through twice.
Right.
Taco Bell is closed.
Right.
They like, y'all gonna fix my order. Right?
They wanted to eat, huh? They was hungry.
So guess what?
What?
They let them in when the store was closed.
Okay.
So I guess words exchanged. It was the lady and her niece.
Right.
Whatever it was.
Right.
Words got into it.
Right.
And then I guess one threatened to fight one of the employees. They got a little, and now when you watch the video, you see the two girls go behind the counter like they're gonna cook their own food. Like
not McDonald's, bro.
Like they're gonna, they gonna cook their own food.
Why did they let them in?
Because they're gonna fix their food.
So you went through all this, rah-rah.
Right.
They decided to let you in and cook your food, and then you came inside and,
with the rah-rah.
And you came in with the rah-rah.
Rah-rah.
You're supposed to calm down at that point.
Right.
And wait patiently for your food.
Yeah.
Not to mention they could do anything to your food that they want.
Yeah.
That was ignorant and dumb and stupid.
So, and here's the crazy thing is, they threw the hot water, it's probably the water with the boiling cup. That right. You know how it is, boiling water.
Like for tea or whatever?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Over the face and the chest. Scalded her face, everything else. They filed a lawsuit against Taco Bell.
Well, I don't know how far that lawsuit will go.
And the attorney, Ben Crump stepped in. The civil rights, he stepped in to represent.
Right.
Because of the situation.
Right.
This was filed July 13th.
They should have never let him in. The store was closed.
Right.
You unlocked the doors at closing time.
Right.
And let a customer. So that just messed up everything right there.
Right.
They never even should have been inside.
Right.
So that just tore everything out the frame. So yeah, they probably got a case.
You think they got a case?
Yeah. Because they wasn't supposed to even be on the premises. They weren't supposed to. The store was closed. You opened the doors and you let them in.
But they came behind the counter, though. What do you think?
It doesn't matter, man.
It's going to be interesting. But
because the store was closed. Anything that happens after that is on you.
But the sad part is they got all this scolding. Like, they got burns in their face, burns in their chest.
That's called consequences.
The one lady had 10 seizures, they said, since that happened. She kept having in and out of seizures.
Consequences. Consequences. First of all, you acting a fool over some damn tacos.
Exactly.
That's one.
Or two, it could have been Gordito. We don't know which one it was.
Gordito, burrito, Cerrito, Cerrito. Whatever it was, You out there acting like a damn fool, right? Park 8. Then they yield to you. You know what? We're gonna make you a fool. Come on in. Right? Yep. That's a gesture.
Yeah.
That's a gesture.
Right.
Come on. You know what? We apologize for that. Come on in.
And they talking.
Then you come in and continue.
Yeah.
To act like a Park 8.
So now let's talk about this lawsuit. You said it's gonna be a little interesting. See how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean consequences, man. It's called consequences. Hey, wow, man. They tripping out here, man. Goodness. I wish they would have. I know they wish they would have thought about it.
Of course. At least you saw the video. They went running out.
Because they could have went, they could have left and went to another taco. But anyway, they could have
got something else. It was closed.
Well, they could have got something else to eat, man. It wasn't that, it wasn't that deep.
It was closed.
But it wasn't that deep at all.
So it's a helicopter tragedy. Mm-hmm. This is sad. Mm-hmm. But it's also crazy. Because somebody orders a helicopter. I guess it's the rich.
Right.
The kid, 22 years old, was, they going somewhere and they taking a selfie. Goes too far and the helicopter chops his head off. The blades. I caught you off guard. You ain't see it coming. I know.
Come on, man. How old was this kid?
22.
22 years old.
22.
Trying to take the picture of a helicopter.
No, selfie.
Selfie.
Yeah, he's taking a selfie.
While the blades is running.
Run back over to the helicopter. And the parents with another helicopter coming because they were going somewhere. And they had to deflect the helicopter. They didn't want them to come see their son head chopped off. They were trying to get them to go land somewhere else. But yeah, isn't that crazy?
Dang, bro.
I mean, rest in peace.
It sounds like a movie, man.
It do. But how do you get your head?
Took his head right off.
The blades.
Dang.
I'm thinking, well, I thought the blades was sitting up a little higher. Who knows what kind of helicopter?
They always tell you to duck, though.
Right.
Because they like the blades descend, like they gotta retract.
I think it's different kind.
And then they come up and then they spin. Like some blades drop like this and they start like that. They start low and then the blades lift up and then, the helicopter ascends and, that's how that worked. But that was dumb.
Yeah. Trying to get a selfie. His friends tried to pull him back. Tell him, hold up.
But tragic. It was dumb and tragic.
But I think what's crazy is they're charging now the two helicopter pilots and they charge them with murder.
Get the no.
They got arrested for murder.
You can't charge them for murder.
That's what happened.
That's not their fault.
They're part of it.
Bro, he was trying to take the selfie.
Yeah. They do an investigation now.
So, okay. So, all right. Only way they can charge them with murder if the propellers wasn't actually activated. So if it wasn't moving, and then they waited for him to get in the distance, and then they started it up.
I don't know, man. The blade's already running.
All right, so I don't see how that's their fault, man.
The blade's already running.
I don't see how that's their
fault. All right, more death. All right, more death. Let's talk some more death. All right.
Faces of death.
Yeah, faces of death. This is
22 years old. So much life to live, man. That's tragic, man.
But they said they friends watched his head get chopped. You imagine watching?
Yeah,
watching my head get chopped off.
That's gonna be with him for the rest of their life.
You watched him walk like a movie.
They're gonna have nightmares, man. They're gonna have nightmares.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I said, that's tragic, man. Dang.
So Hank Williams Jr., right? The famous country singer we know.
Right.
His wife just died of a collapsed lung. Right. Now, while I'm talking about this, it's so many women out here that's complaining about their bodies, and they want their bodies to be different.
Right.
She died because of cosmetic surgery.
Okay.
That's not okay. That's terrible.
No, because I'm waiting. The okay mean keep on elaborating.
That's terrible.
I mean, what type of cosmetic surgery caused your lung to collapse? That's what I'm trying to get you to elaborate on.
Well, she wanted to get some things done on her body. And the procedure went well, supposedly, but then she had complications after that, the next day.
So she had breast implants then, because that's close to the lungs.
She had those removed.
Because that's close to the lungs. Okay.
She had those removed. She had breast implants removed. She had liposuction on her back, arms, stomach. Yeah, she was getting the work.
And it caused her lung to collapse.
She's an ex-model. They've been married for like 30 years. Right. So she went, it's like, why are you going for all these enhancements?
Right.
And the doctor was saying that at the hotel when he went to go see her, see how she was making out.
Right.
Set up, her lungs collapsed.
I mean, that's a serious issue right there.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I thought you get the cards you was dealt with. You know what I mean? I didn't know, in surgery, like, all right, it's something about yourself you don't like. You want to alter it, you want to change it. I thought, you was born and those the cards you dealt with, you rock out with it. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, everybody want this surgery and all these things these people keep wanting. You realizing it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it at all.
It's not worth it.
Especially when you go under the knife. Once they cut your body open, I mean, all types of complications can vary from that.
I don't know where to go, but
I think the body is like a Bentley engine. Like once you crack the seal, then,
everything falls apart.
Yeah, it's not the same anymore.
I think it's terrible. It happened.
Like I said, that's a whole nother show.
It's definitely a show.
Do you love yourself?
But
or do you hate yourself?
How many minutes on the clock? How many minutes we got on the clock?
I think we got 3, 4.
Well, let's just say that.
I don't even know when we start, to tell you the truth.
Let's just say that there's a police department where we all seen. They hired the black lady and they all resigned.
Oh, they got a sign that says, welcome to Klan country. Like it or leave it.
The whole police force.
And fire department.
The whole police force and 2 clerks.
Yeah, clerks.
Resigned.
Talking about they can't work in this toxic atmosphere.
I said, wow. And I was looking at the whole resume of the whole, I said, wow.
Kudos to her, man.
So I'm like, that's the new word now.
Right.
Toxic environment.
Yeah.
So supposedly there was an incident that she had years ago and she got fired.
Yo, but that billboard been up since 1970. The billboard that says, welcome to Klan country, Ku Klux Klan country, like it or leave it, has been up since 1970.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I was looking at that like, wow, wait a minute. You mean to tell me?
Wow. Now that forget everybody quitting. That billboard been up since 1970 in this town.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they wanted to interview her.
Wow.
But,
Talk about privilege.
And she's definitely, because she had a lawsuit, and that was the whole issue. She said it was a situation, was a lawsuit that's back in March 30th of 2015, pretty much.
But she got the job, right? The woman of color got the new job for the town, right?
Yeah. But she's well decorated, man. She has,
they sent her in there to clean it up, if you ask me.
She got a master's degree and a bachelor's.
They sent her in there to clean it up, and she's probably gonna need security.
She did 16 years of local government, so that was in Minnesota, Virginia, and South Carolina, and North Carolina. So she has those kind of experiences, but she's actually the manager of the police districts. I don't know if that makes her a cop or not.
Right.
But she's the manager.
Yeah, management. She gonna clean it up.
She's the manager.
She coming in. She run it. She run the thing. She hired in the chief.
But but supposedly, like I said, it was an issue where she was fired for a situation, and they, so my whole thing is
she was fired.
Yeah, it was an issue. It goes way back. Listen, unfortunately, the show is going to end, so I can't get into it.
Right. Right. Because you just flipped a whole nother pancake.
I know. I was going to do that.
She was fired. What you mean she was fired?
Because there was an incident that took place.
What that got to do with the job she has now, though?
It all ties together. of her, it's just like you hired her, and it's already been this issue that happened before, but this and that. That's what they're trying to say.
Oh, they're trying to get her out of there.
You hiring her.
Right. They don't want her.
Right.
But they trying to make it seem like it's because of that issue, but it's not because of that issue. It's because of her color.
But that's what they're trying to say. That's not the color. They're talking about these issues that's going on.
Welcome to Ku Klux Klan country. Like it or leave it. So you cannot say it's not about the color.
It's in Kinley Police. That's all I know. It's in Kinley, North Carolina.
That's down south.
So it's whatever happened. Yeah. Population of 2,000 people. That's all I know. I can run that down. But unfortunately, we can't get too much into that.
No.
But just to make you smile on the closing.
What's that?
So Ben Affleck and Jenny Lopez did the whole marriage thing. Paris, Eiffel Tower.
Right.
They got pictures of him crying. I'm like, she got some good cookies.
Jenny from the block?
Yeah.
Yeah, she do, man.
That's some cookie to make you
go
cry.
Go watch Anaconda.
No.
Where she got that white silk.
I know, but he's crying, real tears. Bro. She had to console him.
Yeah, I know. He should be crying. Yeah. He should be crying. Imagine putting that on the edge of the bed. Doggy style. And bend it like this with two hands. Like, because you're going to need two hands.
At the end of the day, it's...
Because she got separate bubbles.
I think her butt got smaller.
You're going to need two hands.
Her butt's not as big as it was. I think she slimmed down.
One hand in the middle so you'd be able to put your thumb.
I don't think her butt is big as it used to be.
Nah, she bad, bro.
I never said she's not attractive. I said her butt's not as big as it used to be.
I'll hit.
You hit everything.
No, come on, man. I ain't that type of dude.
You ain't that type of dude?
Nah.
A good thing we're going to close the show.
I don't hit everything.
We're going to close the show on that one because I don't want to put you on the...
don't hit anything. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I don't hit everything, bro.
Boy, you like...
Nah, bro.
You like the blind guy at the party hitting the pinata?
I'm very particular.
You the blind guy at the pinata.
I'm very particular.
You put the blindfold on, the pinata. You swinging at everything.
Nah, it ain't me, bro. Billions.
Listen, man. We thank everybody for tuning in, man. Billions. Billionaire Radio.
It's crazy.